Sending that to some of my peeps. And we good to go.
Are we a little live?
We're a little live right now?
We're a little live right now.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
Get that
We
over
here.
right there.
We
and
here.
then let me see and make sure my guests Ben no at age. There we go. All right. Can you hear us over there?
What's going on?
I can hear y'all. What's happening? What's happening?
Ah, beautiful. Okay. All right. Getting more used with this technology.
You know what I'm saying? Technology is the thing.
Technology is definitely the thing.
What's up. That's what we do.
All right, how we look? We look good.
Y'all looking good over there.
I know she look good. I don't know about me.
Perfect.
All right, so I want to say welcome to another Wind Up Wednesday. It's your girl, Chrissy the Heartbeat. And as you see, I got two guests. I got one that's virtual, and I got one in the building. So, fellas, I want to definitely appreciate and say thank you for coming and joining me on another Wind Up Wednesday in the new space where bosses link. You know, this is what we do. James, I know you are currently getting ready for another Legendary Legacy Awards. So I'm gonna have you go first, and we're gonna address some questions or concerns, and then we gonna kick it over to Jamo, who is the soulful artist. So, James, how you doing out there?
Oh, I'm doing good, Chris. Staying positive, fighting a good fight. Don't it look like I'm working? I'm woofing it all the way until Friday. There you see.
Absolutely. I know it's just getting started. So, I know a lot of people who I know a little bit about who you are and what you've been doing, but share with the world, how did you get started? What's your mission? What's your passion? Why do you do what you do?
All right, yeah. For those who don't know me, I'm James Wheeler. I'm a managing partner at WDB Marketing. We've been in business for over 15 years. I got started. I actually went to school for what I do. So I majored in industrial technology with a concentration in communications. So when I came out of school, I did a couple of internships and worked a couple of years. My first job was at Danielle Ashley Communications with Tracy Austin. So she was my mentor when I first came out of school, and I interned there. And I also did an internship at Johnson Publishing Company. So I got a chance to work on Ebony and Jet early on in my career. Mr. Johnson, he was still living, so I got a chance to see him a couple of times going in and out of.
Shout out to him.
Yep. So that's how I got my start. And working with Tracy, she had some awesome accounts, and I was in my early 20s. So we had the Walgreens account, we had Illinois Lottery, Illinois Department of Transportation. So right from the jump, I was thrusted on working on some pretty big corporate accounts. Got a chance to get my feet wet and learn some stuff real fast. And not too long after that, I decided to take my talents back to my community. So we have been doing that ever since. So that's how it started. I took my design talent and started applying it to local entrepreneurs and local businesses who needed my talent. Years into it, me and Kiana met, and we were kind of in the same path doing the same thing. And then we were using a print shop that was way on the west side. And, it only took a few times after we met, we were running to each other on the west side. And we far south. So we like, oh, no, we're not going to do this.
He a west side over here.
Hey, so you said it, bro.
The west side, but it wasn't no use of both of us driving our cars, you know what I mean, an hour and a half. So that's how our partnership started. It was like, let me know if you're going out west. I'll let you know if I'm going out west. And we would pick up each other orders. And she started using me for projects and, vice versa. So eventually we just decided to partner and merge our companies. But back then we didn't have any equipment. I just had one direct-to-garment, T-shirt machine. And then as we slowly and over the years picked up the volume where it made sense, we were able to, start our print shop.
Ah, beautiful. So how many years ago was that, if you don't mind?
Man, that was over a decade ago, probably about 12, 13 years, somewhere along that line.
All right, so you're not new to this, you're true to this.
Yeah, true to this. Still, it's probably been longer than that, but I have to go on the timeline and look. But definitely well over a decade that we've been partners.
Yeah. I just want to just add, not piggyback, but veggie back, as you know, my mentor Reven will say, because you know those who don't eat pork. But anyway,
I'm gonna use that.
I like how you said. Well, I would say in most cases when you are young and ambition, it's a thing that I've noticed out here in Chicago. You really have to show your talents in regards to, you say that you want to do this XYZ, you get thrown to the wolves and you got to come back on top, you know. So it sounds like that was your story a little bit in regards to the different clients that you were working with Miss Tracy, and you came back winning.
Yeah, it came back winning. I said, man, you know, and that's one thing, and I've experienced this myself. You know, back then I was in my early 20s and looking at her with those big accounts, I was like, oh man, you know, I could do this. I'm designing it, you know what I mean? And you know, when you step off that boat and it's time to tread water on your own, you realize everything that comes with a business. And I realized quick, oh man, it's a lot. It's more than just talent when you're going into business. You know what I mean? It's a lot of other things and other factors. So I just have, as the days go on, I just have so much more respect and appreciation for her, you know, and the start she gave me there. But yeah, you know, after working on corporate accounts, you know, when you go to the local restaurant to work on it, you know, it's not as much pressure. You know, you can handle it.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. But we want them corporate accounts. We don't want to do outside. We want the corporate account.
Yeah, we want the corporate accounts. We definitely want the corporate accounts, and that's our sweet spot. But however, you know, I have to make it clear, I base and I bread and butter out of small businesses, out of mid-sized businesses, out of businesses in our community, and that's our mission. Is to grow and strengthen the businesses in our community as well as the young entrepreneurs. So as we help grow and strengthen the businesses in our community, we're stronger because that's our base. So when the companies do say, they're like, okay, you know, we would love to work with you, but our base, you know, that's our mission is the businesses in our community.
Beautiful. So I just want to go down memory lane. I know we're getting ready for the Legacy Awards. It's a 3-day event. So tell the world a little bit more about the Legacy Awards and how did it come about?
All right. Legacy actually came about on our 10-year anniversary. So we were celebrating being in business for 10 years at WDB Marketing. And Kiana said, you know what, we have to do something. We just can't let this year go by. And we know too many dope people. We have too many dope clients. We have too many wonderful and talented people we know not to try to have an effort to connect them. So that was the first of the Legacy Awards. It was our 10-year anniversary. And, you know, Kiana, you know, she's a master strategist, and she came up, you know, with the Legacy Awards. So it's actually an acronym. We give out awards, you know, under the pillars of legacy to stand for leadership, education, growth, advocacy, community, and last but most importantly, the youth. So we do a entrepreneur pitch at the end of the night where they get the chance to win. Now it's up to like, I believe it's $25,000 in cash and prizes. So
yeah, that's what I saw.
Right, it's not all cash. They get a few bands in cash, but a lot of it is in services they need for their business. You know, it's marketing, it's print, it's accounting. You know, it's legal from 7-Eleven Law Group. We have some new sponsors who are giving prizes this year. You may remember Angel Jones. She's doing a workshop with them. So it's a lot of what you would need, a lot of what I wish I would have had when I first started the business. So we just want to fortify whoever those winners are. It used to be only the winner got a prize. Now the top 3, they all leave with something. So I'm proud.
That's beautiful.
So this is actually number 7. So you know what they say.
Oh, this is the 7th year. I wanted to get that confirmation. I wasn't sure if this was the 7th year or the 8th year.
Yep, 7th Legacy Awards Gala and the 3rd year for the Power Conference. So the Power Conference is still, you know, kind of a baby, but you know, we've really been putting a lot of push, you know, on the Power Conference.
Yeah, last year was amazing. I did my best to be at all the events, just like I'm gonna be again this year. I'm gonna be at all of the events. But it was just so many powerful gems and knowledge and wisdom that was dropped that I am definitely utilizing in my own business. I highly recommend anyone that is out there currently looking to start a business. you should definitely be at the Legacy Awards.
Yep. And I just like to say, I learned my lesson after the very first year. The very first year we threw it, I thought because we were inviting all of our clients and our network out, that when I got to the Legacy Awards, it's like, okay, I know who's going to be there. It's going to be our clients. And I walked into the Harold Washington Cultural Center, and I walked in the lobby, and there was hundreds of people in there, and I didn't know anybody.
Ooh.
And right away, I started scrambling for my cards, trying to see as many people as like, hey, I'm James, with WDB Marketing. So now I know, and including that year and every year after that, I meet new people, I make new relationships, and I get new clients. And it's an event that we host. And, so I try to share that with other people, that it's somebody there for you to meet, because there's somebody there for me to meet. So I'm going to be networking. I'm also there to learn. I get something out of it every year. So it's an event that we host, but it's one, that I'm looking forward to as well. And one more quick note that I forgot to add. Everything as much as possible dealing with this event, because it's our grand finale to Black History Month. That's why it's usually at the end of February. Everything is Black. All right. So
Black
this
excellence.
to circulate our dollars and to involve as many businesses in our network as possible. So all of the food that's at the event, we have a Black restaurant showcase featuring over 20 Black-owned restaurants, vendors, spirits brand. You wearing a Moores hoodie. Moores is the official legacy for the last 3 years. So we're gonna be pouring up Moores. We pouring up Uncle Nearest. We're pouring up Rare Vodka has been there in the past. Love Corkscrew, and all of the restaurants. Not a lot of them. They're all Black-owned restaurants around from the city of Chicago. There's some newcomers, that's coming in this year. It's gonna be having, food for people to try. But that's how we feed everybody. Everything possibly. The valet, when you valet your car, there's gonna be a Black-owned valet company. So every aspect that we possibly can to keep, the dollars in our community and circulating amongst ourselves. That's what it's all about.
Love it, love it, love it. And yes, of course, I got the Moores beer because I'm just very proud of the gentlemen and all that they have accomplished within a short period of time. Not only being here in Chicago, but networking and having their beer in their sessions in New York. I definitely was in New York recently and had to make a stop at Whole Foods just to grab some.
Beer?
Huh?
You drink beer?
I am not a beer drinker. Okay. No.
Well, I'm a beer drinker, and I'm gonna tell you, they got something with that Moores beer.
They do. I know. I bear witness to it. Okay. They definitely got. So, which one's your favorite?
The white can. I don't know the name of it, but if you know, white can.
The white can.
Yeah, it's the white can, but it's a Black man on the white can. You know what I mean?
Right. And you see? Well, we're going to make sure that we educate you on that, seeing that they're going to be there. I'm going to be there.
I'm going to get the name of it, so the next time somebody asks me, I can give a more educated response.
Absolutely. Will you all be doing the behind the scene contest of who got the best food? Because I know last year was it
contest. Shout out to my client S2 restaurant. They won
what
2
up,
years.
cousin?
Yeah, they won 2 years in a row. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it this year, but they won 2 years in a row. And the previous 2 years before that, Lexus and Betty Smokehouse. Shout out to her, another one of our clients. She actually won 2 years in a row. 2 years before that, Lisa K. Catering won 2 years in a row. So
I remember them
this is going to be the tiebreaker where we're going to see, who wins or if it's going to be a new person that wins. But it's extra appreciative to all of the restaurants, all of the vendors, and all of the attendees. And I'll tell one last quick story. I was, under the assumption one time I was meeting people networking, and I met a lady and I said, "Oh, you here? What type of business do you have?" And she said, "Oh, I don't have a business." She said, "I just love my Black people, and I just wanted to come out because it was a celebration of Black businesses."
Period.
That got to me, because when you think about it, they're the most important people. It's our community that supports our businesses. It's the people. So not only, is it a lot of excellent, Black businesses out, but it's just a lot of good people, that's gonna be out there showing love. And we all have a spot. We all got a spot when it comes to business, like we all have a spot when it comes to our community.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I want to, of course, thank you for coming and being on the show. Let everyone know how they can get in contact with the Legacy Awards or even get in contact with you.
Yep.
Wait. Before we jump into that, you gotta share with everyone what is WDB marketing and what are some of your services.
Well, as I mentioned, my talent is in branding, the way things look. That's how you can sum it up. We are experts in visual marketing. So if you are in a business and you are competing in any area, we can make you look better than your competitors. That's
You
what
gonna
we
make me
do.
look better.
We can make you look better. We can make your branding look better. And we also offer strategy, because you just can't go out there and look good. It's why are you looking good? So to help you come up with a plan, help you execute that plan, and to help you look better than everybody else while you're doing it. That's what we do at WDB. Design, print, branding solutions. So we got a full print shop. I'm inside the digital shop right now, as you can see.
We see.
So, over hundreds of products come up out of this room, anything from t-shirts to brochures. I just got done finishing some tickets, some signs, banners, anything that you can see. When it comes to the look of it, that's what we specialize in. And we also do audio and video production as well. So when you're ready to elevate, when you're ready to go from a sticker to actual flexible packaging, when you're ready to go from a flyer to an actual video, we want to be your partner. We want to be with you the whole step. So WDBmarketing.com. That's how you can get in contact with us to start any projects. Just hit the start a project link on the website. And if you're interested in coming out to the Legacy Awards weekend, you just go to that website, legacyawardsweekend.com. Tickets, I believe, will still be sold at the door because we got some pretty big, spacious venues. The Power Conference on Friday is going to be held at the Greenwood Oasis. That's where I believe New Life hosts their church services. Brand new.
Pastor Hannah.
Yeah, Pastor Hannah, beautiful building with the best, AV in the city right now. And Saturday night, we're going to be at the old post office, the newly remodeled old post office. It's a plush building. And we're going to fill it up.
I'm already ready. And I definitely have been around for the last 7 years in regards to seeing the growth. And every year it continues to get bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so I appreciate you for having me.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said I appreciate you for having me on.
No, I appreciate you, and shout out to your PR.
Definitely the best. Miss Felicia.
Yes. All
love. She has done an excellent job. This has been the most coverage that we've had since the passing of our old PR professional, Jada Russell, who the Shine and Light Award is named after, that we give out. But
nice.
Felicia has done an amazing job this year. We've never had this much coverage. I mean, she got us on every major network this year. So
I'm definitely seeing her work, and I'm loving it.
Every major network. So every time I turned around, I saw us featured
everywhere.
Yep. So man, couldn't have asked for God to send us a better person. Absolutely, and so appreciative to her and you.
All right, I love it. You got any final tips, takeaways?
Keep showing up. That's all I could tell you. They try to say our city is this and our city is that, but I'm living proof. We've been around in this game for over 15 years, and y'all proof. Anybody that's in business is proof. There's a lot of good people, and there's a lot of people to show us love in our city. So we just got to keep spreading the love and keep showing up. So those are my last words. I hope to meet you guys at the Legacy Weekend. We're planning on having an awesome time.
Well, you already know you're going to see me.
Hey, man, I put my bid in, bro. I'm a whole artist, man. You know what I'm saying? I just put out this new single. Just saying maybe we can do something.
We ain't seen no real performances yet with no artists. That's a new idea,
I heard the after party is going to be off the chain, so just go holler at DJ B-Side. I'm sure he gonna have a mic. Maybe y'all can hook something up, because
let's get it.
All I know is it's plush in there, so it's gonna definitely be a dope vibe. So Yeah, looking
Hey.
forward to meeting you. We see what we can make happen. But I'm a log off, but I'm gonna be listening because I want to see the rest of the interview.
All right. See ya. Thank you. See you this weekend.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, no, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow night.
All right. Blessings.
All right, peace. Thank you for joining us.
Peace, peace.
All right.
All right, we here.
We here now.
Yeah.
All right, Jamo, it's your turn. The West Side, you know.
West Side all day.
This one over here.
So I'm letting y'all know now. Cat Williams kicked it off. I'm going right behind him. Let's go. Year of exposure. It's time. I'm gonna expose all y'all.
What you trying to expose out here?
I'm just playing. I'm only just trying to expose positivity and love. That's it, baby.
Well, then there we go. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All right. So as you see, he already hyped up.
Yeah.
And we ain't even had no wine yet.
Right. You know.
All right, Jamo from the West Side.
Facts.
You gotta let the world know who you are for those who don't know you.
That's what's up. First and foremost, shout out to you for having me on.
Thank you.
And,
shout out to Cache and the
facts.
Listen Music Group.
The money team, the management team, shout out to them. Listen Music Group. But my name is Jamo Laurice from the West Side of Chicago. Born and raised on the West Side of Chicago. All my siblings, my parents, we all came up at 1135 North Laurel. Only reason why I can get that out because we ain't there no more.
Oh, sure, about to say you know the old address.
Yeah, that's the old address. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody from L-Town. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, man, coming up on the West Side of Chicago, humble beginnings. You know, came up in the church background. My mother and father were both preachers. My grandmother was bishop and first lady. We had our own church coming up. And so that's what everything started. So
what church
my foundation. It used to be called Holy Temple True Church of Christ. So shout out to all the people that's watching from Holy Temple. Shout out. Hey, y'all need to say something in the comments. But yeah, man, that's where it all started. That's where my family thrived and grew and developed in talent because listen, I'm the youngest out of 6 kids. All right. Mom and dad got it in. All right. You feel what I'm saying? That's when they used to get it in back then because see, they had a plan to have a big family. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely had a plan.
That ain't happening today. But back then, when you had a lot of kids, you had a lot of plans for those kids, man. One kid did this, one kid cleaned the house, one kid went outside and raked the leaves. You know, you saying you had your whole little squad going on. You know what I'm saying?
Little football team.
You know what I'm saying? You started 5, you started 6. And so that's how we came up, man. We came up right on the city of Chicago. We endured a lot. We saw a lot, man. We've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? But God kept us all together, you know what I'm saying? And he kept us thriving to where now all of us are doing good in our own right. And so now your baby boy is here, man, just holding it down for everybody. I'm standing on their shoulders, but I'm also holding it down at the same time. That's
I love it. So you mentioned in regards to growing up in a church. So have you always been a singer and is this a thing there are many singers within your family?
That's a fact. So let me tell you a story. I would say they told me, I didn't realize this and I didn't remember this, but they told me at about 8 or 9 months, they sat me in front of a TV and all of a sudden this commercial came on. I don't know what commercial it was, but it had a lot of rhythm and it had a lot of music. And all of a sudden I started humming to the commercial and they said I was on key and I was on rhythm. And they said then like, oh yeah, he gonna carry us and he gonna have a gift too. So shout out to the ones that told me that story. You know what I'm saying? At 9, 10 months, I was able to sing and carry a rhythm. So hey, I'm just blessed and fortunate to be able to take that to where I'm at now, man, and trying to get to the next dimension, next level, new heights. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my family for real.
Okay. So what was some of the music that you listened to growing up?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question. So, of course, having a church background, mom and dad, old school. So we came up with a lot of quartet. Shout out to the Kansas Spirituals. Shout out to, oh my God, the Williams brothers. And last but not least, shout out to the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Joe Lagun, may he rest in peace. Those was our 3 kings, and those were the 3 groups that we also patterned ourselves after. But then, of course, coming up, then the 90s came, and so now you got Commission, you got the Winans, you got the Clark sisters, and don't having a big family of singers like that. So we pattern ourselves after big family groups like that. So yeah, those are our idols. Those are the people that we really, really honed our skills after and patterned ourselves after. But then I got to shout out to the three kings of mine when I discovered what I really wanted to do. Three kings was Fred Hammond, Stevie Wonder, and man, may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace, man. Donny Hathaway. One of the greatest voices I've ever heard. He's the only guy out of everybody that I've heard, the only guy to when I heard his voice, man, it brought tears to my eyes.
Ooh,
and that song was A Song for You. That was the first song that I ever heard Donny Hathaway sing, A Song for You. I've been so many places in my life and time. Yeah, that one. Y'all know that one. And man, when I heard that song, I sat, because we had a big radio back then, of course. You know,
who didn't have the big?
We had the phones, we had the iPads and all of that. So I had to sit by the radio, and I sat there no more than about 12, 13 years old, and I listened to that song. And I cried, man. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like, man, I've never heard such an angelic voice like that, man. So shout out to Donny, shout out to Stevie, shout out to Fred. Those are the three kings for me. And then everybody else that I patterned myself after, especially my brothers that came up before me.
Okay. So when was the first time you hit the stage? How old were you?
Oh, man. Wow. So this is a funny story.
Did you do the talent shows and everything?
Yeah, I did the talent shows. You know what I'm saying, did the church events. You know, we had a lot of different things. We had the lock-in services where you can get up and they did like the church style Apollo and all of that stuff, to where they had to put you up there and they would boo you for real. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I didn't get booed and all of that. But no, so growing up in a big family, but I was the youngest, so I was so far away from the rest of them. The rest of them came up together. But then when they got a chance to actually sing at big churches or big stages and stuff like that, my mom, she went and got me one of those microphones where it was attached to the radio and you carry it around. So they wouldn't let me get on stage with them. They wouldn't let me travel with them, though. But the thing is, my mom always had me there, and I had my little walkie-talkie, my little radio, and I would be over there. Yeah, I'd be over there singing my butt off like I was on stage with them. So I've been on stage ever since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest moment, and as far as hitting a big stage, probably when I went overseas, man. When I went overseas with the late, great Sue Conway, which is a Chicago legend. Actually, I went over there as a musician. I'm also a drummer.
Okay, many talents.
Yes, but then they heard me singing. And so we was in, Tuscany, I believe. And it was one of the most beautiful music venues you can see over there. Shout out to Italy. It's a beautiful place. And so they said, Jamo, we want you to get up and we want you to sing. We know you're playing drums, but we heard your voice and you have such a great talent. We want you to sing. And that was about 2005 when I really, really hit like that particular stage to see a lot of people around me. And I sang, and I thought I was going to be nervous, but it's just coming up.
You nervous?
Right. Coming up in the family that I came up in.
I've been on stage since you was 4.
Right. Coming up in the family that I came up in, all of that confidence and just the pure passion and the pure love for what I do, it was able to express itself to where all the nerves left. And that was probably the very first fondest memory that I remember, just being on stage and being surrounded by a group of people that was really, really interested in what was going on. And so I honed in on that moment, and luckily to say, man, that was one of the greatest moments of my life.
That's good. So with that, what overall, what's that experience like for those who never traveled overseas? What was that experience like in Italy versus being here in America?
Oh man, that's a great question. So Italy, shout out to Italy people over there. It's a very, very different culture. Very, very different atmosphere. It's eclectic, but at the same time, it still has a sense of passion and love because they really love music over there. They really love music over there.
Okay.
So everything that we gave, we gave it soul, we gave it gospel, we gave it a little bit of blues, we gave them a little bit of everything, and they absolutely loved it. They gave us standing ovations in just about every song. Like seriously. every song that we did, they were up and they were clapping because they really enjoyed it. And the crazy thing is, the language barrier was very, very vast because I speak English, they speak Italian, but for some reason that music brought us together to where they were able to relate to everything that we were saying, even though they couldn't understand it with the language, but they understood the melody, they understood the rhythm, and they understood
The
the harmony
vibration.
and the vibes. And so we had such a great fusion with what they did and what we did. It came together beautifully.
All right. So you mentioned that you play the drums. Do you play
Yeah.
any other instruments?
So I dibble and dabble on the keys too. So coming up, I developed the talent to play drums, but then getting older, I said, look, man, I need to be able to do something I can produce and write my own music. And so the best way to do that, you got to tickle those ivories. So I started really, really honing in on just being able to play and figure out notes, melodies, chords, and stuff like that to where I could come up with my own music, because I definitely had the passion early in my early days to say, hey, I want to do something to contribute to this life that we live in. And the best way I can do it is through music. So then I started just, packing on the keys to where now, I'm pretty okay. Churches, if y'all want to hire me, just give me about 2 weeks to learn the music and then I'll be
All right, so you self-taught, basically.
Facts, yeah.
All right, gotta love that. So out of the instruments that you have learned, which one is your favorite?
Oh, well, of course it's the drums. That's my first love.
Oh.
It's so crazy because, I've pretty much been playing drums the same amount of years that I've been singing. I would say 4 years old is when I really discovered that, I had a love for playing drums and a love for singing. And the crazy thing is, all 5 of my siblings, plus my mom and my dad, were both drummers and singers at our church at some point. And it came from my dad, and it just trickled down from my dad down to my siblings, down to me. And even if my dad wasn't able to play, my mom would hop on the drums. So shout out to my mom and dad for holding it down and creating that foundation for us.
Love it. So we know that you have a new song.
Right.
Uh-oh.
All right, look at that. Look at the energy. Look at the energy, man. The energy is building up for this moment right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
All right, so we know that you got a new song out, right?
Tell
us a little bit about this song and the name of it. Of course, I know the name, but they don't know the name.
Right.
So tell us about this song. What inspired this song right here?
Oh man, let me.
Wait. Let's take that in.
Yeah, let's take that in for real. All right, this is the moment I'm gonna make y'all cry. All right,
uh-oh.
I'm setting it up already. So it was about what, the year 2020.
During the pandemic.
There it is, right there.
I said plan.
I heard what you said.
Plan, okay.
I heard what you said. I heard exactly what you said. I'm with you on that.
All right.
But this particular year, took a very, very big toll on me just because there was so many lives that was connected to me and I were connected to them that were lost. Being at home, I was working for a corporate company. And so, of course, after the pandemic came through, they sent a lot of us home to work from home.
Yeah.
So being at home, not really being able to travel too much and stuff like that, seeing all the news about loved ones, friends, family, leaving us so rapidly, it took a very big toll on me because just think about this, man, for real. When you're at home, you can't really go nowhere, but all you see is people passing and people leaving. That's all you hear. That plays with your mental. That plays with your emotions. That plays even with your very faith. You know what I'm saying? So just sitting down, I'm feeling all of this anxiety and I'm feeling all of this frustration and I'm feeling all this fear. Like, let's just keep it real, man.
Yeah.
That was a fearful time. Yeah. That was a fearful time because you never knew who was going to be the next person to leave. You never knew if it was going to be you or not. You don't know what's happening. So a lot of anxiety, all that stuff is building up in you. And then I sat and I just began to think because one thing is I never really had an outlet during that time to really express myself. So when you don't have a chance to talk, you got a chance to think, right?
You
So
definitely had a moment to just sit,
exactly, collect your thoughts.
collect your thoughts, and for whoever, sit in whatever situation that you were in, and really like process how you gonna move forward.
You're thinking about your parents. My mom and dad has been married for over 50, getting ready to be 60 years, I think, this
Ooh,
year.
shout out to
Shout out to my mom and
that.
dad. That's 60 years of
Black
love right
love
there.
for real.
But then you think about that, you got the fear and all of that, because there was a lot of elderly people in our, family that were passing away. So you begin to think, and I said, well, man, I want to think of something peaceful. I don't want to think about fear. I don't want to think about what's going on. What can I do to find myself in a peaceful place while I'm in this chaos?
Yes, and I'm glad you said that, because I was just gonna more so address that question or ask, like, what did you do during that time to find peace in regards to the chaos?
And there we have it. Brings us to the grand and glorious moment. I begin to think of home.
Huh?
Which is actually the name of my newest single that's out right now. I begin to think of home, and what is home?
What is home?
What is home? So you begin to think about these things. So you go back to your early childhood, the earliest memories you can have, and all the earliest memories that I can remember. I was smiling. I had a smile on my face. I was laughing. I had joy. You know what I'm saying? Those are my early memories. So I'm thinking back, and now I'm just sitting back on my couch, and I'm smiling at all of the memories that I could collect at that point. So I'm building. We building.
Yeah.
We building. And so just like the song, it started with my family. My family was my foundation. That's what I could think about the earliest times of my life, being around my family, laughing, being at the dinner table, going out places, barbecues, all of that stuff, everything happening on the block parties.
Spades.
Come on, man. Spades games, block parties. All the kids had super soakers back then. We wetting everybody up. We doing all the things that brought you joy and just that laughter. So that was the earliest memories. But then you begin to build. You also see, coming up in the inner city, you see a lot of violence. You see a lot of things that's going on around you. But because you have a family that holds you down, you also get that peace of mind to know, hey, if anything else is going on out there, I got my family that I can rely on. So that brought me peace. That brought me comfort. That brought me joy. You know what I'm saying? So we building. I'm sitting on the couch and I'm thinking of everything that I'm expressing right now. So then I think about my upbringing, my mom and my dad. My dad taking me outside every morning, raking the leaves and cutting the grass and all the things that kids probably don't have a clue of doing right now.
They don't.
They don't have a clue of doing right now. I found joy and I found peace in those particular things when my dad got me up to say, come on, we're getting ready to cut the grass, we're getting ready to rake the leaves, we're getting ready to shovel the snow, which is why I enjoy doing it to this day.
And making that extra look.
And look, then he gave me all the tools to go out there and make my own dollar. When I wanted to ask for money and be like, Dad, can I get now? Take this rake, take this shovel, going out there and make you some money. So look, I held that in my deepest memory because those are the things that gave me peace. But then we building. We're growing up. Then all of a sudden I realized I am a part of a dynasty. I'm a part of something legendary. I'm a part of what we used to call, and we still call today in the city of Chicago, the Fabulous Four Singers. Come on, man. Regina, Cedric, Red, they call him Deldrick. Well, that's his name, but they call him Red, Kevin, and Yvette. They grew up. Those are my siblings, man. They made their name, and when I tell you, they became legendary in the city of Chicago. And I had to sit and watch that, so I fell in love with that. I fell in love with music. I fell in love with the passion and just the thing to be able to express myself musically through them because I saw it with them first and foremost. So then I begin to build, get older, get a little wiser, get a little smarter. So I wanted to emulate everything that they were doing. So I started my own little group at age 11. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousins and my best friend. Y'all know who y'all are. Inspired. That was the name of our group, Inspired. Because I wanted to emulate and I wanted to duplicate everything that I saw my siblings do. So I began to build with the music, the love, and everything like that. And then just growing up, becoming a young adult, going through high school, going through college, even going through marriages and stuff like that. I went through that stuff, man, but it built something in me, and it's called integrity. You know what I'm saying? Integrity. So now you got the foundation. You got solid walls of integrity. And then, of course, throughout that whole time, you got to find somewhere where you can be at peace with yourself, even though it's chaos. So I'm fully furnished with inner peace. But then at the ceiling of it all, because of my background, because of my upbringing, my parents, my church background, but now my new sense of spirituality, that's my ceiling. So that's how I built my home. My family, the foundation, solid walls of integrity, inner peace, and the spiritual ceiling.
I love it. I love it. So I know, as you see, I got the microphone over here.
Ah, man. Come on, man. Don't put me on the spot, man.
Too late.
I wasn't ready, man.
Too late. I got some tea out there.
Oh, man.
I got some tea and honey outside.
Oh, man. Don't do it, man.
Stop playing with me.
Come on, man. I thought this was just any interview I could talk. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta give us something.
You gotta
give us something. You gotta give the world something. Come on, man.
Man. All right, look, for you, I'll do it. I got you, for you.
I appreciate
it. You are officially special to me today.
I appreciate it. All right, so, of course, you just shared the information about the name of the song and home. And is this just a single, or is this coming off of an EP that you're gonna be dropping?
So this is a single, but we do have an EP following. So yeah, this was the song that I put out this year. I actually have a couple more songs out there. I started out a couple years ago. The first one I put out was called Don't Matter. So that got everything to do with, you know what I'm saying, just letting the industry and letting people know, you know what I'm saying, I am me. You know what I'm saying? I understand that y'all like to mold and shape people to who they become, but I'm already me. So that's what that means.
Period.
Facts. And then Surprise, I got a song called Surprise, and that's for your haters, man.
Ooh.
The haters in your life, man, but they necessary. That's all I'm gonna say. You got haters in your life, just know that they're necessary. But all the ones that's trying to cast shadow on your light, all the ones that's trying to pray for your downfall, all the ones that's trying to keep you from getting to that next level, let them know. I got a surprise.
I got a surprise for you.
Facts.
Look, that's my motivation. They don't even know. That fuels my fire.
That's a fact. So you can actually go get that on all digital platforms. We also got a video with Surprise you can hit up on YouTube right now. We also just released the video for Home as well. So you can look all that up on YouTube right now. Right now. Go
right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm going to drop that in the comments for y'all. So, but you got to give us just a little bit, let the world hear your voice. And I'm gonna set this up for you.
You gonna give me the mic for real?
I'm gonna give you the mic for real.
Oh, this is crazy.
No, it ain't.
Thank goodness I'm a performer and I'm an artist and all right. So I stay ready, so I ain't gotta get ready.
Period. All right, give me a second. Share with the world as I'm doing that. Share something else you want with them.
Right now, I need everybody who's watching. I need everybody who's listening. Please follow me on social media at Jamo Laurice at Facebook and also Jamo_Laurice at Instagram. You can find me at those two places primarily. I got a lot of things coming down the pike, so I want y'all to follow because I'm going places. So that's really why I want y'all to follow, because there's a journey that's getting ready to unfold, and I want y'all to watch and be there every minute. If you really have support and love for good music, you know what I'm saying, good quality music and things that are happening that's going to really shift the atmosphere, that's going to really make a change, that's going to really make an impact, follow your boy Jamo Laurice for real. Appreciate y'all.
All right, I got the microphone.
She got the microphone.
I got the microphone because I wasn't playing.
She was not playing. I think did y'all pull her up to this?
No,
you sure?
that ain't
So she just got that back.
Yeah, I just do this, I put people on the spot, as I am continue to learn and grow with different things and get more comfortable with holding the mic and talking in front of people. But anyway, you ready?
Yeah, I guess
you was born ready, right?
We're gonna give it a shot.
All right, here you go.
Wow, okay. So I got the mic now, so we gotta go ahead and do it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the first verse to the newest single called Home. All right. So after you hear this, please go and support. The song is on every digital platform. You can download it and listen to it, stream it right now. But also, you can actually get a bonus by watching the video. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. So let me just do the first verse, and then we're gonna leave it there. All right. So the first verse, and I talked about it. So Let's go ahead and get into it. It says, they say it's really where the heart is. Thinking back, I remember it well. My family was my foundation. Always there to hold me down when I fell. Then I fell in love with the music. And from then on I started building friendships that I never in. Going places that I never been. And the biggest room is for my children. Fully furnished with inner peace. Solid walls of integrity. With the ceiling of spirituality. But when the bad times come and I'm feeling all alone, I know that I can always find my way back home. When life makes me leave and it takes me too far, I can always find my way back home. Even though I can't see you, I know where you are. Said I can't find my way back home. Like Hansel and Gretel, I can always find my way back home. Oh, and I know where you are. All right, we're gonna leave it right there. Hope y'all really receive that well. Go support for real.
You can't be coming over here like that. Come up in here like that. Leave y'all remarks in the comments, please. You know, if you feeling that, make sure that you subscribe, support, and so many other things. I see we got Cachet. She ain't walked in the room.
Family's here.
What up?
The family is here, man.
What up,
Family
Scoop?
is here.
What up, what up?
How y'all doing over there?
It's all good.
I gotta put y'all on the spot, so come on over. Come on over.
Come on through, family.
Yup.
Come on
I'm
through,
trying to
family.
film.
Right,
You come.
She's trying to get the footage.
I know you got the footage.
We need this, you know what I'm saying?
It's on
To
YouTube,
add
so
to-
don't even worry about it.
Come on, y'all.
Come on this side.
Come on this side. Come on through this.
I gotta put y'all on the spot too. You know.
Pulled up a chair.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Hold on 1 second.
Now she about to get changed.
Yeah, we here, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed
I
that.
tried to do it, but I couldn't quite.
No,
I was
go
trying to
ahead.
make
a dream of
Go ahead.
I told him to do the second verse, but you know he backed out. That's cool.
Oh, Scoop, you do.
Nah, we just.
I was gonna say.
It's all good, but I am your man, Scoop the Professor, man. We are very happy to be here. You know, chilling with Chrissy, the heartbeat, man. She is the heartbeat of the city. She making sure that, you know, all positive happen in this
Come
city.
on, man. It's all family. Let's tuck in. Come on.
Can we
Yeah,
sit?
move the camera back.
I moved the camera back. Go ahead. Can we
There
sit?
it is.
Again.
Oh, there we go.
This is
Almost.
boss life, man. You got 4 bosses
Facts.
right here. This is a wonderful thing, man. And we definitely support it. You know, we support Black businesses. And this is Black History Month. So, again, my name is Scoop the Professor, you know, manager and CEO of Lism Music Group.
All right, come on. Yo, you on the spot too?
And I am Cachet of
Come
the
on.
Phoenix.
Come on.
Also a co-manager. And
Flex.
what's my title? I am El Presidente of the Lism Music Group.
All right. So, how long have you all been doing what you do? I'll put it that way. How long have y'all been in the music industry?
In the industry?
Yes.
Now, that's a loaded question.
We're gonna take that one. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do
Yeah,
it.
so, all right, there we go. Yeah, so I pretty much started off on the west side of Chicago, like
West Side again.
West side, downtown, same side of town.
Downtown.
As a matter of fact,
There
you
we
know,
go. There we
stayed
go.
right down the street from each other.
Laramie
you
and
know,
Maypole. That's where it all began.
Yeah, you know, so a
Awesome,
lot of the same people, you know, that he was around, I was around. So a lot of his same influences was my influences. You know, he mentioned the Fabulous Forest Singers. Definitely one of my influences. You know, I used to go to church and just listen to them sing, man. You know, each and every individual in the family was very talented. from them to the Kelly brothers.
Let's go.
The Kelly brothers is, the cousins of the family. My grandfather, was a Reese. His name wasn't Kelly, but, he was a Reese, but he was definitely family. We all family. And he was the lead singer of that particular
R.I.P. Mary.
That was definitely one of my favorite groups. But I started off dancing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
No, not with you was pop locking, bro.
Dancing.
Pop locking out here, man.
I used to live right down the street from George's Music Room.
Full
We stayed right on.
Uncle George.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle George.
Literally, I walk outside of my door and go down to George's Music Room. And I seen the cats, doing their breakdance moves on the cardboard. I'm like, man, let me get some of these. I was a kid, they wouldn't let me in, but I found me a team of people and we put together a dance routine, and we went over there on Central Park in Crenshaw and did our routine, and they started letting us do it, summer after summer. Then from there, I started developing other groups, and that kind of permeated into my older age or whatnot, and then I started doing rap groups and singing groups.
So you've been doing music for about 20 years?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
What about you, Kat? And then I met Cash.
There it is.
And then we started doing
Cash
music together. I'll let her expound on that.
There you go.
Because she always say I get the story wrong.
What story?
Of how we met doing music.
Okay, well, we're not going to tell how we met. They ain't asking for that. They don't want to know all that. Matter of fact, y'all will get that information when Realism Radio returns.
There it is.
Oh, wait, y'all going to come do it up in here or something?
Say less. Say less.
You mean?
Say less. Oh, we can do that.
But no, I've been in the music game for it's been a minute, probably about the same amount of time as him. Actually, about the same amount of time as him. Started hip hop artist on Bar None Records with B-Lo from Do or Die, and then from there was with DMX and Bloodline Records. Very short-lived, but it was something, it was something. But yeah, RIPX, definitely. But then from that, was just been independent, met Scoop, we linked up, and then next thing you know, we started managing. So I mean, it is what it is.
All right, I love it. Of course, I want to say thank you all for coming and being a part of the show.
Most definitely.
And always rocking with me.
Man, this is beautiful.
Hey, it is. It's always beautiful and positive energy wherever I'm at.
Facts.
Vibes. That's just what it is. Before we go, how many groups or artists are you all currently managing, and y'all still got room for new people?
Sure.
You said sure.
I was gonna say no.
Well,
Firing everybody.
don't say that in front of Jamo.
No, ain't got no more room.
Because any Listen Music Group artists watching. No.
Nah, we love y'all.
Look,
Everybody.
no, we don't have any more room.
Well, that's not what the sure was for. The sure was, that's kind of an introductory to what the answer is going to be.
Okay.
What he said.
Yeah, sure. What he said. But what was the question? Because now I don't even know.
How many artists or groups that you're currently managing, and what are some of these?
So I think we're at 8.
Okay.
I think we're at 8 bands. A couple solo artists is sprinkled in there, but for the most part, everybody performs with a band. That band life is something else.
Shout out to New Life Crew.
Indeed.
Definitely. New Life Crew.
It's my band right there.
So I think we're at 7 or 8.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
And what are they all R&B or?
No, different genres. So we got like pop, hip hop, R&B,
exotic funk,
jazz, soul, rock, punk,
progressive,
neo-soul, progressive rock. Okay, yeah. So I think that was 8. Yeah. So a plethora of genres.
Facts.
We don't discriminate.
Then they got me.
Well, I said R&B soul.
Man of the hour.
Right.
No, I'm
We're
just
not gonna
talking,
take away
man.
from your
It's just that mentality, you know what I'm saying? I got to be the very best.
Don't be single without the mic.
Shout out to Pokemon.
All right, so how can someone who's interested in your management, how can they get in contact with you? You?
Scoop. Don't get the scoop.
Well, you can check us out at the Lism Music Group on IG, and that's spelled THELIZMMUZIK group. And just, shoot us a message or something. We definitely support talent, and even if we don't manage you, we support talent. All right, so if there's any gems we can drop on you, or if there's anything that we can do to help you to grow your business, we're open for business for that. Now, right now, as far as management, we are closed, like Jamo
and capacity.
There's only two of us, so there's only so much two people can do. But we are definitely open to like networking with other artists, and
we'll consult.
Yeah, not just musical artists. You can be spoken word, poetry, whatever it is that you do. We're just interested in talented people.
Yep. All right. Just one more time for the people in the back who didn't catch how to spell y'all name. Just announce that one more time.
Sure. So it is LIZMMUZIKGROUP, the Lism Music Group. I forgot the in the beginning, but the Lism Music Group.
See,
you can Google us.
Yeah, you can Google us.
Joe can.
Google me, baby.
Go.
All right, so we're going to end the show, but Jamo.
Gotta go?
Yes. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
I was going to say your show. To Chris show. Go ahead, hit it.
I always do vibe. Jamo, you got to drop your social media handles and let the world know how they can get in contact with you.
Indeed. One more time, thank y'all so much for having me on y'all show today.
My show.
Your show, that's what I mean, Chrissy. Y'all can hit me at Jamo Laurice at Facebook. So that's JAMO LAURICE at Facebook. But then you can hit me on IG. Same handle, but just JAMO_LAURICE. Also, just came out with a new one. New Life Crew, NULYFECREW. Hit the New Life Crew page as well. We got some things coming up, so we want y'all to support everything that we're doing. Thank y'all again, man, for real. Love.
Shout out to Chrissy the Heartbeat, man.
Chrissy the Heartbeat. She always make connections.
Ever since we met her, she been making connections.
I am the connector. I mean, I'm the heartbeat. All things flow through me.
Ooh.
Well, hey, can you bust that?
Yes,
Bust that dance. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Where would you be without the heartbeat?
That's right.
What's up?
You wouldn't be here.
I love that.
Hey, yeah. So, but
I
anyway.
was today years old.
Anyway, as you see, good energy wherever I go, and I appreciate all of you all for coming on the show today. If you are just now tuning in, you missed a great show, but that's okay because it's available on YouTube where you can watch the replay. With that, you can find me on social media handles, Chrissy with a K because my mother wanted me to be different, and which I am. KRISSY_the heartbeat. And that's THE, not DA, because we know the ghetto way sometimes, but THE,
The ghetto.
the heartbeat. All right, with that, it's time to go because I got to get to another event. It's Black Excellence. We're going to go try some Black spirits, and more spirit is definitely going to be in the building. All right.
Shout out to them because I definitely got some Moore's beer behind my bar.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Now, which one is your favorite?
The one you got on your shirt. I got the exact beer. It's a black can and it's a maroon can. I forget the name of them, but
the dog is lager.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Both are my loggers, and the brother, I think I met him at a Trina concert. Shout
Inglewood
out to
Fest.
Yeah, Inglewood Fest.
Inglewood Fest.
Yeah,
but that had to been Damon, Jamal, Sherrod.
Yeah.
I think it was Damon. Yeah.
Damon.
Yeah, that name sounds.
Shout out to the crew. You know.
Shout out to the crew.
All right, with that, we do gotta go now. So again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you leave the comments. Subscribe to YouTube because I need to get my subscriptions up. Come on, let's go. And then if you are looking to come and be a guest on my show, if you are a artist, as you see, I put him on the spot. You gotta come and you gotta show your talent. You know, that's what we do. Hit me up, inbox me. I'm definitely booking for the upcoming months. So with that, it's time to go. Peace and love to each and every one of you. Holla.
Peace.
Peace and power.
West Side, stand up.